marriage is not all about sexual intimacy. Marriage is just a mixture of so many things. It's a whole package concerning life. Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing good. In case you're new here, my name is Charity Mugeni and I make videos on faith, family and self-improvement. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel up to now, please do, because I would really love to have you be part of this family. And today I'm going to talk about the not so good reasons for getting into marriage. You know, for everyone who dreams of getting married or wants to get into marriage, they have their own reasons for getting into marriage. However, as Christians, and me coming to you from the background of Christian faith, there are those reasons that are not so good for you to get married because they are not God's main idea. So let's take a dive into it. Number one, financial security. Some people plan to get married because they desire to have financial security. In that, probably, the reasons why they are getting into marriage is because they see the potentiality of having financial security. Mostly in this case, it affects women a lot. Probably some would want to look for mates or husbands who are financially secure. But also, it can also happen for men, like looking for women who are financially stable, so that with their imagination coming together, it will give them much financial security. But this is not a good reason for getting into marriage, because it makes the marriage be built on a weak sand. When it comes to the issue of finances, it is not guaranteed of how secure. Money is something that comes and goes, and it's something that requires continual work for you to sustain it. It requires discipline. It requires more than just someone having a job or someone having a business. When two people come together because of financial reasons, and God forbid, maybe later on there is job loss, or one of them loses a job, or a business collapses, then definitely this can lead to separation or even divorce, because the marriage was not built on a good foundation. Number two is getting married with the belief that marriage is going to give you happiness, like it is going to be your source of happiness. But in reality, you have to understand that there is no single person who can give you happiness. Like, you cannot peg your happiness on someone. It is a very big responsibility to give to someone to make you happy. Happiness is something that comes from within. It is something that you create yourself. You can never peg your happiness on one single person to just keep you in a constant state of happiness. So in this case, if you get into marriage because of this reason and you come to face the reality that that is just not possible, then that can threaten the possibility of a marriage being successful. When it comes to marriage, it's something that is long term, and living in a constant state of unhappiness because you're thinking someone is not making you happy enough can be very difficult. So in the end, you can definitely find yourself just getting divorced or separated. The third one is getting married for sexual intimacy. This can affect mostly people from Christian faith. Christian faith encourages abstinence until marriage, like staying away from sexual relations until you get married. And for this reason, some might be tempted to just get married because they want that freedom to have sexual intimacy. But the reality is that marriage is not all about sexual intimacy. There is so much more into marriage than just having sexual intimacy. So you realize that when you get into marriage with such belief or with such reasons, that can really be a weak foundation. You'll get there and probably you will not meet your expectations. Marriage is just a mixture of so many things. It's a whole package concerning life. So it's a lot of so many other things. But if that is your main focus, then it is going to threaten the survival of your marriage. There is no day you will ever be fully fulfilled or satisfied if that is the basis of why you are getting ideally marriage. God is the author of marriage. He's the one who set up the marriage institution, and he clearly brings to us the purposes of marriage. And that main purpose has to do with companionship. The Bible in the book of Genesis tells us that it is not good for a man to be alone. Therefore, I will make him a suitable helper. So a woman or a wife is supposed to be a companion to her husband. Not just any, but a suitable companion to her husband, because every person chooses the person they get into marriage with, believing that they are a suitable companion. And this suitability comes in when the both of you really understand the real purpose of marriage. So the main reason why God wanted us to have marriage is to give each other companionship, so that we can build a relationship together, share our lives together, be there for one another, communicate with one another in a good way. Another one is for procreation, and it's not on the top of the list. Having children, it is just an added advantage or a bonus because it comes second. The main thing first is companionship. And then the third one is for redemption. Like, marriage is supposed to help us identify our parts of weaknesses, expose our weak spots so that we can work on them. Like those weaknesses that we have in terms of the way we relate with God and other people. It is through marriage that we can be able to identify those and work on them. So marriage helps us to find out those weaknesses. Everybody is always a good person or a perfect person before they get into marriage. But once they get there, it's when those weaknesses starts appearing. And so those weaknesses are supposed to be revealed to us so that we can work on ourselves. We are in the process of redemption. God gives the design of marriage like a relationship between Christ and the church. We are a continuous work to getting better, and marriage helps us to get to that place where we are redeemed, so that time when it is our time to go and meet with the Lord, we have worked on ourselves. If you are still watching this video up to now and you haven't subscribed, please just take a minute and push that subscription button and join the family. You can also like the video and also leave a sweet comment right down below in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.